Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Bitch, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Bitch, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Y'all see it, wop wop. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Huh. You niggas thought it was all bad. Now your ass mad. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You niggas thought my team was done. But my nigga, we won. Yes, sir. Yes, motherfucker, sir. You feel me? Snacks on sports. I'm back at it. You know what I'm talking about? We back at it with another little usual. You know what I'm saying? For the people. Um, let's recap this. Let's recap this week 14 in the NFL, man. It was a good NFL weekend for me. You know what I'm saying? As far as my teams, man. It was all to the good, man. You know what I'm saying? They thought we was down, but we bounced back. So week 14, we got a lot of different little storylines and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump off with my Niners first, man. Y'all seen it, man. Gang shit. Not a gang that don't bang on every damn thing, you know what I'm talking about? And that was a good win. That was a dope win right there. You feel me? We needed that. We 7-6 now. Um, Even if we would have lost that game, we would have still kind of been in control of our own destiny from here on out because we still would have been a 7 seed because the Washington football team, them niggas lost to the Cowboys. I'll get into that in a minute. But because they lost, you know what I mean? Even if we would have lost, then we'd have still been right there at the 7 seed. But now we the 6 seed, you know what I mean? They the 7 seed. So um, but yeah, regardless of that, that was a good win. Jimmy G, my boy Jimmy G. I keep trying to tell y'all about Jimmy G, man. Y'all keep wanting to, bad mouth Jimmy G and talk shit about Jimmy G and not give Jimmy G his just due. Like I said, man, in one of my last videos, man, he ain't gotta be Brady. He ain't gotta be Aaron Rodgers. He ain't gotta be Mahomes. He ain't gotta be Montana. He ain't gotta be Peyton Manning. He ain't gotta be John Elway. You feel me? All he gotta do is be Jimmy G. Is be if I'm equated to somebody, you know, all he got to do is be like Joe Flacco, and when he that year when they made they run, you know what I'm saying? And he's more than capable of doing that. The bottom line is, with Jimmy Garoppolo, we win more than we lose. Period. Point blank. It's just that motherfucking simple. You know what I'm talking about? And we 7-6, but Jimmy G is actually 7-5. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the losses, our rookie quarterback, uh, Trey Lance started and lost that game. You feel me? So that loss can't be credited to Jimmy G. So really, Jimmy G is 7-5. Now I know motherfuckers say, well, he was hurt. You know what I mean? So in a way, it's still his fault because he's a starting quarterback. He's supposed to be available, and he was hurt as he is a lot often. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, we had to start a rookie quarterback, and we lost. But I'm just saying, if we're trying to be technical about the situation, with the technicalities and all that, you know, I'm talking about on the Snacks on Spin Works. You feel me? Um, he's technically 7-5, not 7-6. The team is 7-6. So I'm just saying that to say that with Jimmy G, we win, bro. We win. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. And I seen a stat this morning on the show I was watching. You know what I mean? Early this morning, first things first. where I believe Chris Broussard, glow stick, you feel me, was was giving Jimmy G his props, and he just basically solidified all the shit that I be saying about the winning per se. You know what I'm saying? And let me see if I can find it. But he put up a graphic that was just saying, you know, since Jimmy G has been here, you know what our record and our winning percentage is, and what it is without him. You know what I mean? With the same supposedly quote unquote genius offensive mind of a head coach, but with all the other quarterbacks that we've had under this motherfucking Kyle Shanahan regime, which okay, so those quarterbacks have been Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard beat hard. Uh, Trey Lance this year because he started that one game, and Brian Hoyer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, the fact that you brought in them type of quarterbacks, you know what I mean, right then and there. You know what I mean? You drafted C.J. Beathard, you know what I mean? And I believe you drafted Nick Mullins too. So it's like, what did you see in them, fam? I believe I said that in another video too. What did you see in them? You know what I mean? So that right there make me question how much of a motherfucking genius your ass is, boy. You know what I'm saying? You moved up, you know what I mean, to pick C.J. Beathard in the third round. He's supposed to go in the 6th, 7th round, maybe undrafted. Yeah, moved up to pick, you know what I'm saying, to pick him. So I don't know what the fuck you seen in him, but I'm just saying that to say, okay, that I'm just saying that to say that we win with Jimmy G. We lose with all the other quarterbacks. And I believe I can go here. I can go right here and get the proof. You know what I mean? From something that I was watching earlier. Here we go, right here. And not only that, Jimmy G has Jimmy G he has lots of he has enough game winning drives, throughout the time that he's been here, you feel me, with the 49ers, to where, I mean, he shouldn't be questioned anymore. You know what I mean? You got the one yesterday, and if we go back and look at the game yesterday, we actually should have won the game in overtime. He had a 50-yard drive to get us in field goal position to win the game as the clock ran out. And what happened? Robbie Gould, who punk ass ain't gold, you ain't silver and you ain't bronze. Boy, you're missing too many motherfucking field goals and extra points. You know what I'm saying? I met that nigga at the Whole Foods in Santa Clara too. Ever since then, boy, your motherfucking ass ain't been, man, what's going on, man? You got to make them chip shots. Boy, your ass only got one job. Damn. But we should have won it in regulation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the fourth quarter. I'm saying that Jimmy G did enough to get us in position to win. The fucking kicker fucked it up. So he did his job on the last drive of the that we had a regulation. Then we don't get the ball first. You know what I'm saying? They go down there and score a field goal. Luckily, they didn't. Not luckily, but good that they didn't score a touchdown, because the game would have been over. And so we get the ball back, and I'm talking. Talk about pressure in Cincinnati against a good young up and coming team. You know what I mean? With a young phenom as a quarterback. You feel me? Josh Burrow. I think his first name is Josh. I know his last name is Burrow though. Man, you know what I'm saying? And to do that on the road, that was a great win. You know what I'm saying? He was on that last drive. He was 6 for 6. Through the game winning touchdown to Ayuk. Shout out Ayuk. He playing way better the last 3 or 4 weeks. Shout out Kittles. I mean, Kittles is just, I don't know. Once again, Kyle Shanahan. Brother, your ass got motherfucking George Kittles on your roster. The best motherfucking tight end in the league, if you ask me. And why you ain't been feeding him? Now I know you missed a few games this year already, about 2 or 3, but that was, he been back for about 3-4 weeks now, and he ain't been getting fed. Feed this nigga, man. He a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Act like you know what the fuck you doing, boy. But back to Jimmy G. So I'm looking at a stat right now. Jimmy G, okay. Jimmy motherfucking Garoppolo, okay. Under Kyle Shanahan since 2017, Jimmy G's record is 29-13. Okay, that's a win percentage of something like 70% or close to it. And the team averages 27 points a game when he plays. When he doesn't play, and our quarterback is either Nick Mullins or C.J. Beathard or Brian Hoyer or Trey Lance, our record is 7-28. You know what I'm saying? We lose. We only win about 20-25% of our games. You know what I'm saying? When he don't start, and we only averaging 21 points a game. So I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. The stats show and bear out that we are a better team with Jimmy G than without him. Now the thing about it is, these motherfuckers is looking forward to Trey Lance next year. I was talking to one of my homies, my neighbor earlier today, and he's like, yeah, we know they made their bed, they got to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? And so the move going forward, I guess, we ain't gonna have Jimmy G, going forward, starting next year or whatever. And we're gonna hand the franchise over to Trey Lance. Me personally, I don't think it's gonna work. I hope I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because I love my Niners and shit like that. But I know how hard it is to replace a quarterback like Jimmy G. Some of y'all must, a quarterback like Jimmy G, he's average. Man, if you are an average quarterback and you can win, and if you average and you win in 70% of your games, and when the team don't play, you only win in 20 to 25% of your games, and you got the same coach and everything else is the same. I mean, bruh, I'll take average then, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'll take average. Like, we got to get out of this, get out of these thoughts of thinking that every fucking team in the NFL is gonna have a top tier bona fide GOAT quarterback. You know what I mean? Running a team. It ain't gonna happen, bro. It's only like 3 or 4 of those in the league at one time, at any time, in any era. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never a time where you can go back and look at it in the NFL and out of the 30 teams or whatever, is 15, 16, 17, to 20 elite quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like 20 Aaron Rodgers or something, or 20 Tom Brady's or some shit like that. No. So, and you don't have to be that to win a Super Bowl. It's proven. We got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. And then on the flip side, let's look at Aaron Rodgers. As great as he motherfucking is, one motherfucking Super Bowl appearance. Now, he did win it, but I mean, one time. Now, I know he's always in contention, and he's been, he close. He's been in like 3 consecutive NFC Championship games, but still, you know what I mean? Like so when we went to the motherfucking Super Bowl 2 years ago, he lost to us. So he lost to a team with that has an inferior quarterback to him. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about the team. The thing is, we win with Jimmy G. It ain't about, the style points and being pretty and how we win. We win all type of different ways with Jimmy G. Sometimes it's pretty, sometimes it's ugly. You know what I mean? Sometimes we didn't win all type of games in sunny weather, rainy weather. Like he's proven enough to show you motherfuckers, you dumb motherfuckers, that he's good enough to be a franchise quarterback. Franchise quarterback don't mean greatest quarterback of all time. It don't. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson is a franchise quarterback. That don't mean he finna go down as one of the top 10 quarterbacks of all time, but he's a franchise quarterback. That's a quarterback that you can hand the keys to the franchise over to, and you're going to be a good team for 10 years. You know what I mean? With, as long as you fill in the right necessary parts, and you're going to be a good team because you got a quarterback like him at, running it at the helm. It's the same way with Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? He's a quarterback that has shown and proven that ain't just me talking, that he gonna win you games more than he lose. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. That's my thing with Jimmy G. Like I said, I'm gonna keep, backing my nigga and giving him his props. Never said he was perfect. Never said he was the greatest quarterback. Never said he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. But I know he is a quarterback we can win with. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And great quarterbacks, elite quarterbacks don't just fall off the tree. You know what I mean? So when you get a good one like Jimmy G, you got to hold on to him, man. Because what y'all thinking, and like I said, I keep going back to it. What y'all thinking is that Trey Lance is gonna end up doing like what Patrick Mahomes did after he took over from Alex Smith. And my thing is, he better. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting rid of a proven commodity. You getting rid of a quarterback that has proven that he can get it done. You feel me? The objective of the game is to win. So, I'm fearful that Trey Lance is going to be able to, he's going to be a dynamic quarterback and be able to do some dynamic things. I just don't know if the win percentage is going to be as high. Like, I that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was talking to my neighbor earlier, OG, and he like, it's going to be some, when they hand the franchise over, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be some bumps in the road early, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, can't be no bumps in the road. We need to continue on to win. And just like Jimmy G was, fuck bumps in the road. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to get rid of a nigga like Jimmy G and hand the keys of the franchise over to Trey Lance, this nigga need to pick up right up, nigga. We need to keep winning. We don't need to go back down and go to 4-12 or 17 games in the regular season now. So 4-13 or 5-9. Nah. You feel me? We need to win, just like we do when Jimmy G in that bitch. So that's my thing with that, man. Good win yesterday. Good game yesterday over the Bengals and all that. And these motherfuckers play ass like a bitch, boy. Good win, good game and all that over the Bengals. I felt like going into the game, we was going to win the game. I just didn't know it to be in that fashion. But I thought we was going to win. And we did. Like I said, you motherfuckers thought it was over. You thought my team was done. But, bitch, we won. Yeah. So that's that, man. With the Niners and the Bengals, and then my favorite player. Speaking of GOATs and GOAT quarterbacks, the motherfucking GOAT, Tom Brady. Now, he just did what Tom Brady do. You know what I'm saying? That's just a GOAT doing GOAT things. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you motherfuckers should have knew that when this boy Josh Allen got that ball, first in overtime, and didn't go down there and score a touchdown and put the game away and gave the ball back to Tom Brady, you knew the game was over. Y'all knew the motherfucking game was over. Fuck no, you motherfuckers know what Tom Brady gonna do. Come on, man. Motherfucker gonna waltz right down there, send your punk ass home. Yeah, he ain't giving you the ball back. Ain't gonna be no field goals. I'm cutting your throat. Good night. I'm sending you home. Go shit. Good night, bitch. Game over. Curtains. So, I mean, it really ain't too much to say about that. He done what he done. He did what he did. They got up big early. The Bills came back, but it was kind of just the Bucks just kind of like letting their foot off the gas a little bit. That's all that was. You know what I mean? And when you let your foot off the gas and let a team start to get on a roll, and that's all that was. But so it did get a little shaky there. You know what I mean? To where it looked like, damn, y'all niggas letting these niggas come back. Y'all like y'all could potentially lose. But come on now. They had done enough in the first half to be able to hold on. So um but it was the excitement of the game. That's the reason why we watch football. It's the reason why I love the NFL. It's the reason why we love the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm watching my favorite team, the San Francisco 49ers, and my favorite player, Tom Brady, play at the same time because they was playing in the same time slot at one. They had the 1:30 game. And both of the endings of those games went exactly how the other one went. You know what I'm saying? So, both of my teams was up big, you know what I'm saying? And or just up, you know what I mean? And they let the opponent come back. Both games went into overtime. Both teams that I was rooting for didn't get the ball first in overtime. But the opposition did, but they didn't put the game away. And then my teams got the ball back and went down there and scored a touchdown. So it was just dope. That's why I put in the description, dramatics and theatrics yesterday, man. Because yeah, man, it's just the back and forth and the way the games was going. And then last night too with the Green Bay and Chicago game. At first, that was a back and forth, teeter-totter, seesaw kind of thing. So the theatrics in week 14 was through the roof, man. And so that's why we love it, man. But Tom Brady, man, just Tom Brady doing Tom Brady things. That's all it is. San Mateo, California, Bay Area, Yay area, stand the fuck up. You feel me? Peninsula shit, 650 shit, bitch. You feel me? So my nigga repping for the Yay, man. My nigga repping for the West Bay, though. This motherfucker ain't hitting. We rolling these motherfuckers too tight. But yeah, my nigga repping for the West Bay, man. And good shit, Tom Brady. Niners, Bucks, both did their thing. Made me very happy. I slept good last night, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Woke up with a smile on my motherfucking face. You hear me? So yeah, but Bucks, Bills, good game. Ain't really too much more to say about that. Brady did what he always do. He done what he was supposed to do. So that's that. Who else we got, man? That I want to recap from yesterday. Dallas Cowboys against the football team, the Washington football team. Now, to all you motherfucking Cowboys fans, all you niggas do is complain about your damn coach. You know what I mean? Ain't no coach that y'all done had and won a motherfucking championship in the Super Bowl since 1990 motherfucking 5. But every time you get a coach, it's the damn coach fault. It was Jason Garrett's fault. You wanted his ass up out of here. Then you got Mike McCarthy, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Y'all talking about now this nigga, he don't know how to motivate and this and that and blah, blah, blah. He don't know what the fuck he doing. He a bad coach. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it can't always be the motherfucking coach, dog. I'll say that to say this. This man guaranteed a victory. He guaranteed a win. And his team backed him up. So that's all that matters. Fuck what the fans talking about. The fans, oh, Mike McCarthy doesn't know what he's doing. Get his ass up out of here. The team like, oh, yeah? Oh, you guaranteed a win? Okay. We finna win then. That means the team fuck with him. So I don't want to hear no more bad talk, no more bad mouthing Mike McCarthy. I'm not saying he's the greatest coach in the world, but you're winning. Okay? That's all that matters. You're winning, boy. You feel me? Dak Prescott on the other motherfucking hand. Because, see, y'all pulled it out yesterday. But you almost gave it up in the end. Dak Prescott, I don't know what's going on with your whack Prescott. Whack Prescott is out there trying to throw the game away. Boy, done got all that money and said, I'm good. Jerry paid me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? You understand me? I don't give a damn if I throw a couple interceptions. So what? I'm getting $75 million this year, bitch. You feel me? I throw $75 million interceptions. You feel me? And but nah, man. That was bad, Dak Prescott. I mean, you trying to just, I mean, what is you trying to do, brother? What was that? You know what I mean? I'm not mad. You know what I mean? I'm because y'all, the Cowboys winning yesterday, forcing the Washington football team to lose helps my team, the San Francisco 49ers, in the playoff standings. So, you know, I'm happy y'all won. You know what I mean? I always want to see the Cowboys lose. But, you know, sometimes you gotta, you know, it's the lesser two evils or whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. So, but yeah, Whack Prescott. You go back to the old Whack Prescott. You know what I mean? The game manager Whack Prescott. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah. So, but the Cowboys end up putting out in the end Micah Parsons. That young brother is a baller. Yeah. I can say that much. That young brother is a baller, man. Shot caller, man. Rookie of the year for sure. Defensive rookie of the year for sure. Defensive player of the year, we'll see. He's definitely a candidate. But he got a teammate, Diggs, on his team that's also, you know, a candidate. Cowboys got a good defense right now. And you know, who else? I'm sure some other names around the league that I'm not thinking about right now. But yeah, Michael Parsons just looked like something else. You know what I mean? He looked different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He looked real different. You know what I'm saying? So that's that with the Cowboys and the football team. Football team. I mean the Cowboys almost gave it up, but you feel me? Cowboys, you did some cowboyish things in the end. You know what I'm saying? So don't, you know, you've been avoiding cowboyish things this year for the most part, but now you're starting to look like the old Cowboys that I know. Get up big and throw it away late, and had a whole sports world laughing at your dumb ass. But y'all put it out, so that's all that matter. Who else, man? Who else? The Chiefs and the Raiders. So I want to say that the Chiefs is back now, right? I was coming into this live, you know what I mean, thinking I'm gonna say that the Chiefs, you know, the Chiefs is back. You know, even though they on a 6-game winning streak, so but they haven't looked the same this year, right? And I want to say, you know, since they blew out the Raiders, that they back. However, I mean, it's the Raiders, dog. I mean, the Raiders, they just plumb dumb, man. Them niggas fucking suck, dog. They doing exactly what they always do every year. Start out good, first 3, 4, 5 games, first quarter of the year, and then plummet for whatever reason. It don't matter what the fuck, why for this year, okay, you know what I mean? They had the John Gruden situation, then Ruggs, you know what I mean, his situation, and then, you know, y'all niggas forgot about the nigga that was on IG with the guns threatening niggas and shit. So they been going through it a little bit this year. But I mean, it's what they do. They the Raiders, dog. So you know what I'm saying? Chiefs, you didn't really. It was impressive, but then it wasn't impressive at the same time. You won, you won the game, and you won it, convincingly. So I give you that. And the fact that you are the team that you have been the past 3-4 years or whatever, and Super Bowl contenders and going to Super Bowls and winning one and all that. I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt right now and say that y'all back because y'all is on a 6-game winning streak, and that was a convincing win yesterday. I mean, you beat another NFL team by damn near 40. You know what I mean? By basically 40 points. So, but still, I mean, the Raiders is bad, man. And but so I'm gonna say you back, Chiefs, but I'm still not. The offense still don't. It just still don't look. Something in the back of my mind is still telling me that the Chiefs are. They still not all the way back yet. You know what I mean? Like it's still something there to where they're not the same high-powered offense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But for right now, I'm gonna give it to y'all. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens going forward. With that. Who else, man? The Ravens and the Browns. Tough, fought, hard nosed game or whatnot. You know all them fucking cliche bullshit words they be saying on on the motherfucking sports show. It was a tough, hard nose. I'm just trying to, But Lamar Jackson went out. He went down, ankle injury. We'll see what happens with that. Lamar is I'm not gonna say he regressed this year, but I think this year is a learning year for him. You know what I mean? They start out good. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the past 4-5 weeks, man. He just ain't really been playing well. And I think this is he's at a point. He's my second favorite player. You know what I mean? And I just think this year he's at a point in his career where he got to realize that, okay, I'm still going to use what makes me dynamic and what makes me Lamar Jackson with my feet and all that. But I think now he got to kind of, going forward in his career, he got to kind of start picking and choosing because he's been lucky to not have been hurt already because I do want to say for the most part, he does avoid vicious hits and big hits and stuff like that. But he has taken some also, you know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, he's taken a few, this year, last year. So I'm like, do he bounce back up? So I'm like, damn, I'm surprised he wasn't hurt on that one. But, and the one he got injured on yesterday, it wasn't like no big vicious hit. It's just, he got tackled around the ankles and probably, he rolled it or whatever the situation may be. So it happens. But I think he can take from this that, it's time to start really. Now he's already going. He's already, I think for me, getting rid of the whole, notion that, he's not a pocket passer and he can't throw and this. Now he's never going to be like your typical just drop back pocket passer. He shouldn't be. That's because otherwise he wouldn't be Lamar Jackson. But just to improve on what he already has, because he's already become a better pocket passer since he's been in the league. He already got an MVP. I'm just saying now it's time for him to really like take it. Just he's already taken it up. A notch or two, maybe one more notch passing wise will get him to that point to where he may not have to, do so much running around so much to where, you know what I mean? It might be able to, helping health wise and stuff like that. Because eventually, taking hits, man, taking them awkward hits and them awkward falls when you scrambling and all that is going to catch up to you, man. So I think Lamar just got to get back right, get all the way healthy, and just play a little smarter, man. Just, you know what I mean? But I'm not too worried about Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? just become a little bit better of a pocket passer. Like I said, he's already improved from where he was at when he first came into the league. So I'm not saying that he can't throw from the. I'm not. He can throw. He's already proven that. The nigga won an MVP. Uh, but I'm just saying sometimes I feel like he could still do a little better. So that's all that is. On the other side with the Browns, you know, Baker just beat up. You know what I mean? Baker just beat up. I fuck with Baker. But he just beat up. So, the Browns, we'll see what happens. I don't really see them making no noise in the playoffs or whatever. You know what I mean? If they happen to make it. But Baker just beat up. I think they'll come back next year and be a little bit better. But it ain't over this year. I'm just saying, their quarterback is beat up. So, he's playing through it or, and trying to play through it. But yeah, they just got to work some things out. You know what I mean? They did win. You know what I'm saying? They did win the game yesterday. So that's good. But, Lamar Jackson went out the game and, it ain't the most, I mean, a win is a win, but it wasn't the most impressive win. Like, the other team didn't have their starting quarterback for the majority of the game. So, and they barely won. So that's what's up with them. Jaguars. This boy Urban Meyer, this nigga stay in some shit. I mean, goodness gracious. It ain't really about the game. It's just about the Jags against the Titans yesterday, but Urban Meyer just this nigga stay in some shit. Nigga, he talking shit about the coaches, saying the coaches ain't winners, and you know what I'm saying, questioning, how good the players is and all this type of shit, man. But one side of me say, man, this dude got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing good coming out of Jacksonville since this nigga has been. I mean, it's been all bad ever since he got. I mean, no type of good PR, no good press. They ain't winning. They losing. This nigga filling on young hoes while his wife at home getting caught having to apologize about that. Players is laughing at him. He hired some nigga and fired him before the season even started, and the nigga was and he hired some nigga from out of college, to be on his staff this year, and then had to turn right around and fire him because once he hired him, the news came out that this coach, who's a white man, was calling some of his black players in college nigga and all this other shit. And I mean, so he hired a suspect ass motherfucker. So Urban Meyer, so part of me is like, man, this dude he ain't built for the NFL. He needs to go back to college. But then another part of me is saying, let me give him another, like, a full off season to see if he can, let him get some of his type of players that he like up in there, and just, who knows? He may be able to turn that thing around, give him another year or two. So that's how I feel about that. But right now, man, I wouldn't be surprised or, whatever, if Jacksonville just got rid of him at the end of the year and shit, or even right now, because that shit just looking like a truck, man. Straight train wreck. You feel me? Who else, man? Chargers, Giants, Justin Herbert. He looking like that nigga. I like that young man for the Chargers, Justin Herbert. I heard somebody say earlier on the talk show that he's playing how people thought Josh Allen would play this year, and I agree with that. Josh Allen for the Bills has regressed this year. I mean, last year he was in MVP conversation. He was an MVP candidate. He was a finalist to be an MVP. This year it just ain't the same. But Justin Herbert, you know what I mean? He had a little dip, for a couple of weeks, this year too, a little earlier in the year. But yeah, he looked like a young phenom, man. He looked like that real deal. He looked like that nigga dog. So that's basically that, man. I don't really got shit else, man. That's my recap. You know, the main things I really want to recap was, with the Niners game and the Bucks game, with those two games, man. You know, New England, they on their bye this week, Philly on their bye, Miami on their bye, and the Colts, they on their bye. Green Bay, Chicago last night. That was a dope game. For the first half, it was, you know what I mean? I would say but we all knew Green Bay was gonna win that game. But it was that was a pretty dope game going back and forth. Aaron Rodgers, right now, Tom Brady is in the lead for the MVP, but Aaron Rodgers ain't too far behind. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers ain't too far behind. You know what I mean? So and Devontae, East Palo the hood, you already know what's up. That nigga the best receiver in the league, man. That's crazy. We got a nigga from the hood, from East Palo murder capital in 92, 93, whatever year it was. 92, 93, 94. One of them. You feel me? A nigga from East Palo Alto is the best receiver in the league right now. That's crazy. So, yeah. I mean, that's it, man. Who we got tonight, man? On Monday Night Football, we got the Rams and the Rams and the Cardinals. So that's my division, NFC West. So we'll see what happens with that. You know what I mean? That should be a good game. In other news, sports news, I'm gonna be watching the Warriors tonight at 4:00. Matter of fact, coming up here in about 45 minutes. You feel me? And as Steph Curry continue to knock down on this record, this 3-point record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's about it. The games was extremely entertaining. You know, like I said, a lot of dramatic shit, a lot of dramatics and theatrics and antics, and between the Cowboys and Washington football team, that was a good ending. You know, Niners Bengals, great ending. Bucks Bills, great ending. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay Chicago, that was a pretty good game. So we had some good games this week. I ain't really talk about the Seahawks and the Texans, whatever, or the Jets and the Saints, whatever. Who cares? Or the Lions and the Broncos, whatever. Who cares? So that's basically it, man. I got a few more topics. I got a few topics to address on a few, my next few videos. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with first, but I'll be back, man. You know what I mean? Snax on Sportz. We on, man. Yeah, yeah.